Welcome back.
I'm Brad.
And I'm Rach.
And this is The Kids Are in Bed.
Hopefully that comes up on your screen as Bread and Rage.
So somebody sent us a screenshot of the closed captions and it was Bread and Rage.
And you have people that ask you...
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable how many times people have said, like when I introduce myself, hey, I'm Brad. Bread? Your name's Bread?
Do you know anybody named Bread?
Yeah, seriously.
And how many people do you know named Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we have a special, what do you call these, vlogs or videos?
Yeah, video.
Reaction?
Reaction video.
We have a special reaction video today.
We haven't watched this since we posted it.
Yeah, since we filmed it.
2 years ago.
The plan from the beginning was for us to build our own home.
Mm-hmm.
And now that our family's expanding, probably, well, it's time to look at plans again.
It is. You know, this was our original plan, was to build. We intended on moving to Missouri from South Carolina into my parents' basement and stay there while we sold our house that we owned in South Carolina, which took way longer than we thought it would, which is probably the only reason that building was delayed so long as it was, because our house didn't sell very quickly. And then we were pregnant with Eloise, surprisingly, and this house came on the market right up the street. It was a perfect interim home for us. We bought it with the idea that we could not get a house built in time. But there was a couple of weeks where we thought maybe we could.
Right.
We thought maybe we can get this done before Eloise is born, but I just did not want to bring her home to my parents' house. So now we're kind of back to plan A, and it's funny to look back at this video and see what our plans were then versus what we feel like we want now.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like we're jumping the gun in building like a bigger new house?
Jumping the gun, like assuming
that we're gonna have two more.
Our family's gonna grow.
Right.
You know, the thing is, even if we have only one more, even if we have...
What if we have 0 more?
If we have 0 more, it would be a little bit different. However, our plan was always to build. We're kind of at the stage of our life where we know we'll be in our next home for the entirety of our children's childhood. So
we think, I mean, who the heck knows?
Who the heck knows?
But that's what we plan on.
And that was our plan A from the beginning. So even if we only have 1 more, if we have 0 more, I mean, that would just be utterly heartbreaking and against all odds that none of the embryos would take.
Right, but you wouldn't regret building a new house?
No.
Okay.
Would you?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this house, we both love it, but...
It's tiny.
Well,
it's not tiny, but it's small. I want more room. I want a garage.
Yeah, Brad really wants like a bigger garage. We can't park our vehicles in the garage. This is such a first world problem, but we have a golf cart, so we can't park both of our vehicles in the garage. Plus, we use the garage space as an extended play area.
Exactly.
So if we had a basement that would serve that purpose, then we could use our garage for what it's intended for. Too many reasons to list for us still wanting to build. Property's very cheap currently.
Yeah, it's a seller's market, so we can get out of our house and make a profit and put that into a new house. I guess the thing is that we're probably going to move into Rachel's dad's work building,
which I find exciting.
Yeah, and so did everybody like on our main channel. Do it!
I know. So yeah, we have this channel where Brad and I just kind of break down, deep dive into topics, and then we have our vlog channel where it's like a day-to-day vlog where we film what we're doing, what we're up to, what our kids are up to. So if you haven't checked that out, we'll link it below. That will fill in some of the gaps. That will fill in some of the holes between the conversations that we have on here.
I just can't imagine that there's anybody that only watches this channel and not our main vlog channel.
I can't either.
Okay. So we are doing a reaction video to a video called New House Plans Video 1 Home Building Series. 1 of 1.
What's really funny is when we filmed this, we knew I was pregnant. Nobody else did. This was like before we announced to the world that we were pregnant.
There was about a week where we knew that we were pregnant and nobody else did.
Yes. So this is during that time frame. Look how exhausted I look.
Yeah, you look exhausted.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting.
Here we go. Hello.
Howdy.
The kids are in bed, so we are taking this opportunity to move on with our lives. I know.
That's a weird way
I wonder
of
if you
putting
cut it out. I'm just kidding. So we officially closed on our house today.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
It's
Finally
a
sold that South Carolina house.
Closed.
It took us like 9 months.
It was a long 11 months.
11?
Total, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We are moving on. we have decided we are going to build, I guess it's not technically our dream home.
So we talked about this. It's our dream home for right now.
Yeah. It's gonna be actually right next door to Rachel's parents. And we're gonna get started as soon as possible.
ASAP.
We hope to be done
hopefully by this fall.
By the end of the summer.
Somebody
this
called
fall.
It too.
I think that timeline's probably a little bit unrealistic.
That you look pregnant?
But it's better to put pressure on the builder.
I know, you gotta we're in set a rush some type of timeline, and that's what I would prefer.
Right.
It's really, really awesome because my parents own the lot next door. The way their lots are shaped, it's just a very intimate relationship between my parents' lot and the lot next door. So it's the perfect scenario for like what we're after.
Yeah, the builders that we talked to
family, and
like,
wanting to be on the water.
There's gonna be a lot of money put into this foundation.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is like the lot next door to my parents' house, nobody else would have wanted to build on it besides us. It is not a good lot to build on. It's, in fact, a terrible lot. And as we started the process, we realized how horrible it was because it's right on the water, and the shoreline is based on altitude. And so technically the shoreline cuts way into the lot and then comes back out. And you can't build within 10 feet of the shoreline because of environmental laws and things like that, because I guess in some states that is where turtles make nests, and it's just a blanket law. And so for here, we would have had to get some committee to clear us to build closer than what we would have been able to. Plus, from the road, the grade was like straight down, and then it caved in like this to a V. It was.
The driveway would have been horrible.
The driveway would have been horrible. The foundation would have been ridiculously expensive. We would have had to have clearance to build closer to the water. There was just so many reasons that lot was not gonna work.
So we'll buy the lot from her parents, and then we have a family friend who's a builder, so we're gonna use their construction company. We're meeting with them next week to get the ball rolling. So we're not gonna use them
that has
this time.
This bunch of different.
We're actually gonna use the builder that built this house.
Yes, he's local here, so it'll be a little bit easier for meeting up with him. Like he actually lives in our neighborhood too, so it just.
And he feels like our dad.
He does feel like our dad. He did the addition on the home that we're in currently. When we were expecting Eloise, we added on to this home for a room for her. And he did a beautiful job. He did a beautiful job with this home.
It's just called eplans.com. You can check it out. I'll put a link right below.
It's really fun though, like looking through all the plans, and you can filter in like your must-haves. Like I definitely want a pantry. And so you can filter the plans that have pantries, however many bedrooms you want. And some of them, they have pictures of a live build. Others, it's just like a computer module or whatever.
Rusty out.
It's pretty neat, pretty fun to like picture our lives in these homes, and like which bedroom would be the kids' bedrooms and future kids' bedrooms, and our bedroom would obviously be the master bedroom. But yeah, it's just fun. And then my aunt for Christmas gave us this. So everybody needs a little bit more Joanna Gaines in their life, right?
Which they're getting their own TV. They already have their own TV channel, so that's really
network.
exciting.
Yeah. So we're kind of filtering through this and deciding like what style we want to go with, and it's just really fun.
I mean, we need to even make the basic decisions. Do we want 1 or 2 stories?
Right. Which I don't know, with the lot that we have next door, like is there a limitation to whether you have to have 2 stories based on the lot? I would know.
Probably think so, because the lot is pretty, I mean, we're gonna have an awesome like walkout. Yeah, it would have been a great location for a walkout basement because the grade was so crazy. Like your parents have a really nice walkout basement. But the lot that we're looking at here is probably just going to be a basement, not a walkout basement, because it's a pretty darn flat lot. Out basement or whatever, lower level. So I think it has to be 2.
I would think so. But we also kind of want to have our bedroom on the same floor as what we would have the nursery be, because that's just a lot more convenient as parents not having to.
Yeah, so what are you picturing for how many bedrooms on the main level?
I don't care about that as much now, because I know that, so I feel like we would pick a floor plan where we have our bedroom with a small office, or like a enclave, what do you call it, a enclave?
Yeah,
there's like a better word for that. Like I want our bedroom to have an office kind of off of it, or a sitting room or something, and that would serve as our nursery for our youngest baby or babies, before they moved into their room. So I feel like the first year of life, they don't need their own room. And then after they're a year old or a year and a half or 2 years old, when they're ready for a room or to transition into a real bed, then we would move them into to either share a room with one of the other kids or into their own room.
You're okay with it being far away?
Yes, and at that point I'm okay with it being far away.
Okay, good.
I just know from experience with the 3 that we have that after a year old, the times that you visit them and you interact with them at night reduces dramatically. So I don't necessarily need them right next to me.
Knock on wood.
I go up and downstairs, and then there's a couple other like must-have things that will filter out a lot of plans. Like we are kind of debating now whether we want 4 or 5 bedrooms too. Because if Bear and Lyndall have their own bedroom someday, then if we have another kid, that will automatically create 4 bedrooms. So if we want a guest room, we would need another one. And then if we have more kids, where would they go?
Yeah, if we transfer 2 embryos and do twins.
How long are we?
Okay, we're only doing 1.
How long are we going to be in this house, and what needs is it going to need to meet?
Right.
It's a lot of future planning.
Yeah. So we thought about just doing a 4-bedroom and putting up a wall in one of the bedrooms so that it's actually 2 bedrooms, if that makes sense.
But it would
Thought about doing
be
that
easy
here.
to
I still don't hate that
knock
idea.
down.
Yeah, definitely not like a load-bearing wall. Just so Bear and Lyndall will have their own sleeping space.
And like their own bedroom. I feel like when they're like kindergarten age, they're gonna want their own bedroom and just their own space.
Right.
And I don't feel like bedrooms need that much space. Like I would prefer
We
my
haven't
bedroom
changed
to
at
be
all
really
from that.
small and to make the kitchen larger. Because we literally only sleep in our bedrooms instead of our kids. And I feel like that's how they're gonna be in the future too. Like we'll have a playroom. One of the plans we looked at has a dining room.
A formal dining room, so we'll just make that the playroom.
Right, so they'll just really be using their bedrooms for sleeping, and it seems silly to waste so much square footage on that. So that was one idea that we had to just get more bang for our buck out of a 4-bedroom. You wanna come up here, Iris? Come on.
And then somebody asked us to
Iris is
show
right here.
the dishwasher that's elevated. Oh yeah, your mom
I don't
brought that
know.
up again
I'm
tonight.
kind of
She really feels strongly about that.
Yeah.
So
she hates
this
her
is the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
It is really nice. The fact that it's higher, so you don't have to bend over. That is nice. However, I mean they have the cabinets on top of it. So this right here is basically just a wasted space. I mean, obviously
Right.
we could do the raised dishwasher and not have a cabinet above it. Hey Iris.
Aw.
We'll have to insert a picture of where Rio was sleeping today.
Oh yes, we need to be careful about closing our toy boxes.
Yeah, super cute. And we do want to do a fireplace that would be indoor-outdoor.
Oh,
So
I forgot about that.
you'd be able
We
to
need to
use
bring
it
that up
when you're
again.
on the patio.
Yeah, so now I really like the idea of having a hearth room right in or right off of the kitchen with a wood burning fireplace, and just making it like a cozy area where everybody can hang out in the kitchen and have a sitting area right near the kitchen as well. And then have another fireplace that maybe serves the living room that's electric, that you can just flip a switch and have a fire instantaneously.